And dive. Ooh! Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks. Emax challenged us a while back to take the Nanohawk and figure out like what's the best use case for it, right? It's probably a little bit too meaty and fast for like traditional TinyWhoop tracks, but it's also a nice compact little machine that has so much power that it's good to freestyle. So we're actually we're in Minnesota right now. We're gonna try to go across the street to this perfect spot to freestyle it for a bit and kind of break down why we think this is a great little travel solution. So part of the beauty of this setup is that it's super compact. So I've got my batteries all charging off of a power bank. I've got my goggles, and I happen to have a pretty big controller, but any FreeSky controller will work. So you could have a smaller one like a TBS Tango or something like that. So we're gonna pop over to this spot. It's a pretty compact thing. The biggest downside for me is like you don't have HD, right? You don't have an actual GoPro, so you're gonna end up with DVR recordings, which is fine, it's nice, but it's not the most ideal situation, especially for somebody like me that likes to kind of like do content creation. I want to post it, I want to put it on Instagram, but if you want to just get out for a flight, like it's perfect thing for it. So hold up for just a second. Before this trip, we had a chance to go downtown in Indianapolis to find a little bit more shenanigans, a little bit more things that we could do to mess with it. And one of our goals was to fly it with the Insta360 Go 2 to get some HD footage of flying around downtown Indianapolis. So let's go rewind a little bit, get the camera on the drone, and show you what this bad boy can do beyond just be the ultimate little freestyle park shenanigan tool. I've got a rubber band in here because we've been using the Insta360 Go 2 mounted on top of the drone to capture some 1440p stabilized footage out of a drone that weighs 20 grams. So I've modified my Nanohawk to have both the standard connector that comes with it as well as the TinyWhoop 2.0 connector. What's up, guys? Let's go flying. Let's go fly somewhere. Wow, they really don't care.
I'm pretty surprised, to be honest with you. Especially being around those kids.
Oh!
Hey, you want to orbit me once or twice so I can get some photos of that or video of that? Good. Oh, dizzy. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so one of the things that I think is the coolest about this in terms of like micro drones is that actually freestyles fairly well. Like it has a good bit of power and enough weight to kind of like let it carry itself. So like when I go for this tree and go for like a full power loop, I can actually make the power loop happen and kind of let it hook through the trees and do these kinds of cool things. Go up here, find this tree canopy, dive it, spin around and through, and you know, it's like you get the opportunity to kind of practice your freestyle maneuvers without, you know, any of the risk of like potentially hurting someone or something, you know, whenever you're on the road or whenever you're traveling with such a small little guy. You know, and you know that batteries and parts and stuff are going to be super cheap for it, and you can still have fun, get that practice in that you want for when you want to send it out with the GoPro with the oh good save with the when you want to send it out with a GoPro, when you want to send it out with you know, your bigger rigs that you need to have a little bit more safety with. I love that tree over there. I'm like hooked on it. Oop, oop. And it's got enough power for recovery too. So like if I come up here and do a little bit of a canopy dive, it'll come back out of that dive just fine, and you get some pretty cool some freestyle action, you know. I wonder actually if it will dive. There's a big our hotel's right there. We might as well try to send it down the side of that, yeah? I got a micro drone.
Dumpster diving, let's go.
I haven't lost it yet, so I'm waiting to see what this guy does with the dumpster.
You gotta go under as the trash cascades out of it.
Just get knocked down into the
Into the trash.
Wait, my drone, guys.
Laying on top, you might not be able to take off again. Alright, starting to pick it up. Yeah, DVR going, right?
It's going way slower than I thought.
Yeah, he's taking his time with this one.
Woo! Oh, it's not coming out. It's like stuck. That's it. Oh my god, I want to go for that gap so bad.
Yeah, the second you do, it's gonna come out with it.
Hey!
You almost went for it. I can't see it.
I'm literally just cruising. I'm sitting underneath it.
Cars
Just flying around underneath it.
Cars behind it.
Woo! Okay, coming out of there and ditching. That was cool. I flew under the moving dump truck with an Emax Nanohawk.
Something you can't do with a
Okay, here's this power loop. Now that we're out of battery again. Just smacked myself in the ass. I liked it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Darn it. One more go. This is it. This is the one. Yeah! I don't really even feel bad messing with the trash stuff with the micro drone. Like, it's funny. Everybody gets a kick out of that. They'll get a kick out of that. It's whatever. You do that with a 5-inch, it's a much different thing. So like, it's kind of like the perfect situation to have something like this. Oh, that was hilarious. I really wanted to go for that gap of the trash, like, but if I got it under there and it would boof, the end of this review would be, well, actually that'd be a pretty funny video. Like, waste management steals my drone at the end of a video. Okay, so now that we've established the ability to freestyle, we've established the ability to get into shenanigans with trash men, let's see if we can't do a building dive. I wonder if I can go through the O in Doubletree. We're about to lose a drone, boys. Wow, that took no time at all. Oh.
Man, I wish I had my fucking long line.
Okay, that was good. I was not close enough to the building though. I need to nose down more. It actually dives for a long time because it's so light. All right, here we go. And dive. Ooh!
I can see the shadow on the wall.
That was so sick. Honestly, that was the coolest dive I've ever done. I was inverted at the wall and I pulled out just at the right time. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. And, oh, I messed that one up. I almost hit the T in Doubletree. All right, coming at the T, E, flip over, dive. Oh, hit the wall on the way down, no problem. Oh, I didn't like the dive. It kind of bailed out on it. This is awesome. Honestly, this is the most fun I've ever had diving a building. All right, here we go. Doubletree and flip. Yeah. Oh! Smacked into the ground. I think I lost a prop. Okay, so at the end of like the 4th dive, I finally didn't have enough battery, and I just like, I think one of my props fell off. But like, it makes it feel like a freaking 30-story building, because it takes so long to get down it. But like, I'm dropping and like coming inverted and coming like, you know, like and nose into the building, so that like I get pushed to the building by the like the I term, the spin up of the props, and then I rotate as I get there, and so like I get really close, and then I come back and just ride it right down the building. That was really fun. I want to go find a bigger building to do that, because that was hilariously fun. I think that'll wrap up the little park segment. I've just got to put the props back on the drone. Everything's fine after a bit of a crash. So all in all, our conclusions for our revisit of the Emax Nanohawk is that it's just this perfect machine for shenanigans, right? We can take it out, we can freestyle it because it's got a little bit more meat to it, it's got that bigger battery, it's got the power to kind of practice freestyle, but then we can also take it and dive a building, we can use it to carry an Insta360 Go 2, we can use it to kind of mess around with a dump truck. You know, while I don't recommend necessarily being a shenanigan with it, it is probably one of the best tools for that, because it is just in that perfect category where you can kind of get away with things. It's not going to hurt anybody, but it's got the juice, the power that you're used to from a bigger drone. So if you're interested in something like that, this is the Emax Nanohawk. I've got links to it in the description below to pick it up from Emax. We're really grateful for them to have sent this out for the video. It's just a great tool. We're having so much fun with it, especially as just a kind of little small run and gun tool for not getting into trouble. Thanks very much for watching this whole video, and stay flying.